Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Goldfish Boys. I'm Seth, and I'm here with Sam and Elijah to discuss the new Danny Boyle film, 28 Years Later, written by Alex Garland. They're returning after many, many years since the last one. Again, this is Goldfish
Boys.
Hey, guys. How are we doing?
Pretty good. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Seth just got back
Feels
from
good.
the motherland.
Dude, it's been a while. A long while.
Tell us about your trip, Seth.
Man, I already missed them. I was feeling pretty sad when we got back
Yeah.
because I was like, I'd rather just be there for the rest of my life. I was laughing when I was listening to the Ballerina pod that y'all recorded without me.
Yeah.
And then y'all were like, I'm kind of worried that Seth's not coming back.
Oh, yeah.
We thought you might not.
I was like, hell yeah, I'm not coming back.
we were spot on. We were like, I'm going to have to fly over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you had a lot of fun there.
Oh yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah. By chance, are any of your cousins subscribing to the Goldfish Boys?
I hope
You got
not.
any shout outs to give?
Oh yeah, I got shout outs for Ekoy, Eddie.
So,
This is my concern. I was telling Sam before this, and by the way, for our viewers, our many viewers who are what's it called, looking at what's going on here. We've given
confused.
Elijah a soundboard, and I was telling Sam beforehand, I was like, have we given Elijah too much power?
have we created
Will
a
this
monster?
It
power
might
go to
be
his head?
the worst idea I've ever heard because of the amount of abusing it that I would do.
And only Elijah is allowed to touch it.
I
No
thought
one
Elijah
touches my soundboard.
Elijah's being so candid with that. You got any shout outs? And I've practiced this. I was about to drop 50 names for everybody. And then I got hit with the crickets.
You had to do it. I had to do it. Now, for real, but give us those shout outs again.
Oh no, that's all right. You don't get it. You don't get to have it now.
Sorry, guys.
I gotta say this is new. It's been over a month since I've recorded with y'all.
Yeah.
We got a new camera angle.
New camera angle.
Got the soundboard for the first time.
Up and running.
I just loaded all the sounds 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Everything feels new.
Yeah.
But
We're doing a new movie too.
Yes, sir. That was
Everything's
the exact
new.
segue.
New release. Yeah.
Yeah, 28 years later, we just watched it at the Regal Alamo Court.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Why did y'all go
indeed.
silent like you
Well,
didn't
because
know?
I didn't know what you were asking, to be honest.
Oh, I knew what he was asking, but I was like, am I getting the name right?
So guys, what do we think?
Great movie.
Elijah
See,
gave me like-
right there, I had to resist the urge. of
You're-
doing the-
you're
the
itching.
crickets.
You're-
I was gonna do the crickets.
we're trying to get into the content quick for the viewers, and you're holding back with every cell of your body.
I had to do it. You know, you can't overuse it.
My expectations weren't low, but they were average. They
Yeah.
exceeded my expectations, but I do have some critiques.
Oh, okay. Some critiques from Sam. Okay.
I like how we went from a pod about movies to a pod about Elijah maybe using the soundboard.
It's like a loaded gun.
Now, Sam, what for this movie will we be bringing back the Sam's notebook or not? For this
Sam's
movie?
notepad?
Yeah. Sam's notepad.
I took a few
Okay,
during the
good.
movie.
course.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, to our
That's
many
one of my
listeners,
favorites.
stay here for Sam's notepad.
Yeah, the second showing, right?
yeah.
Second
Sam's
installment.
notepad. Yeah.
All right. Elijah, you've seen the first two, right? Sam hasn't, but
Yes.
you've seen the first two?
The rare occasion that I did my research and watched the movies before the third one. Yes, I saw them both a couple weeks ago before I left for my trip for Alaska. So I also went to the motherland of the white people, and I saw 28
made.
days later and 28 months,
Months?
years,
28 weeks.
There it is. Weeks later. I thought they were great, so I was very much looking forward to this one. I waited a long time to see this because this came out like a couple weeks ago, but I waited till after my trip to see it. Seeing the other two, I'm definitely glad I did because I think I have a better understanding of like the franchise.
I think that's hilarious because I've watched you get into about like 7 franchises
Yeah.
without having seen like
Any
of them.
context?
yeah, and I'm normally really confused, but this one it's not like you really need
Yeah.
that much. But I have a greater appreciation for it because of the prior ones.
There's definitely some scenes where like I feel like context would help.
Yeah.
But overall,
For
solid.
sure.
Absolutely. So, Sam, without any context, just going into it, what were your expectations before getting into the movie itself?
I knew it was a zombie film, right? I had no idea like what the extent of like damage it did, what like, you know, how the people reacted to it, right? So that was all new, and honestly I liked the way they took it. So it was a little different, like to compare it to like The Walking Dead and other zombie iterations, right? So I enjoyed it.
All right. And Elijah, what were your sort of expectations going into this?
Yeah, expectations going in, I think I was expecting a very, very good film because of the stuff that I've heard about it. People say that this is as good as the first one, 28 Days Later, or somewhere in the conversation. And that movie I really connected with. Like, not gonna lie, that was like, I very much appreciated
Talk
that
to me about
movie.
that first film.
So the fact that Cillian Murphy was in it,
Yeah.
I think he like made a great performance. The other thing is that the choices that it made visually with the very like blurry fuzz vibe that it's going for.
Like, what screen did you watch it on your TV?
I watched it on TV, but a pretty big one.
Yeah. I remember when because my brother loves that movie and we watched it together.
When did y'all watch it? Like a long time ago?
Like a couple months ago in prep for this.
Yeah.
He put it on and I was like,
yeah,
what's wrong with that TV?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it actually is at 480p. Like,
oh, really?
It looks like the resolution is that bad. Like, it looks like a shot on
like it was filmed like that, or that's what your TV was at?
It's shot like on a potato.
Oh, okay.
Like the resolution is bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah, and I like it because it feels like it was shot on like the last camera remaining
exactly
in the world. It has
they just got what they had.
Unique view because it's like a movie released in what, like 2000, 2001, something like
somewhere
that.
around there.
And it looks worse than like films that came decades before it.
It was such a bold thing to like film it in that way. Like I feel like I probably haven't seen a movie that's intentionally like looked that bad in a while.
And what's it called? If there's any movie that has that style so fitting for it, it's definitely 28 Days Later.
I agree. And then talking about the sequel, 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah.
I did not like it as much, but I still thought it was entertaining. I definitely did not connect with it like nearly as much.
I think the consensus of that one is like some people have just abandoned that as like a film that even exists.
Sure.
I personally have a ton of fun with that one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nearly as smart as the first film. I don't think it has nearly as much depth, but it's really fun. Sam, I hope you check out those first two. Yeah.
This third one made me want to check out the other ones.
Yeah. Going into this one, I thought the trailer was one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Agreed.
Did y'all see the trailer?
Yes. The one with the it was that good.
The trailer was that good.
It's the I don't know what the audio is. The Boots audio, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boots.
Yep.
Boots.
We need to add that to the soundboard.
Yeah, boots.
Boots. Going down, boots.
What language was that? Like I heard
Language.
the whole thing.
What the heck?
The whole thing.
It's a
Get off the pod, Sam.
It's a poem.
Okay.
It's a poem. We'll get into the inside.
Yeah,
scoop.
the trailer was like incredible.
Yeah.
And so you didn't see it?
The trailer?
Yeah.
I did.
You did
You
see
saw it
it.
just
Okay.
in a different language.
In a different language?
You saw it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So, whoa.
You saw it in the mother tongue. Yeah.
I was like, what are they saying?
What's boots in Spanish?
Botas?
Botas.
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 I gotta listen to that. That's funny.
Oh, what were your? Did you see the trailer?
I did, of course. I saw it a long time ago. I remember probably end of last year. Does that sound right? Somewhere around there. Yeah, I was very much excited for it. I won't get into spoilers yet, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on my
was very
TikTok
excited.
For You page. The first
Yeah.
Me and my brother saw the trailer for it, and we were blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Not only did they shoot this on an iPhone, but that this looks this beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Sam's head is turning.
This third movie.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay.
Oh, just you wait.
Inside scoop. Could you cue that on the soundboard?
Sure. If I can remember which one it is.
The inside
Close.
Scoop.
I think it's funny that I asked you to cue that because we're not doing that right now.
We're not doing it. No, not yet.
But yeah, I thought the trailer is one of the best trailers I've ever seen. So it ended up, I think, third on our top 5 most anticipated for this year.
Yes, it did. Third.
Yeah, it ended up pretty high. It definitely landed in the top 5.
Yeah.
So I had like astronomical expectations for this film.
Yeah.
I saw it in the Philippines with my cousin and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
His girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
this is your
Wow.
second rewatch?
This is my second watch.
Okay.
We watched it, and the night before, no, like just during movies that we had watched throughout the week, we had this running gag where like we were watching John Wick, and my cousin would give it like Tagalog like audio.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it'd be like, no, don't do that, and then in the background, like my cousin real we're like, wag mo igawa yan, and we just start dying laughing because it's like we noticed that everything in Tagalog just sounds so corny because like it's just so like humorous, like it just sounds funny.
Yeah, it's a funny language.
Yeah, so we would watch this like serious zombie movie, but someone would be like, no, and then my cousin would be like, wag.
That's funny.
So, I don't think I had like the correct viewing, but I had like a really fun viewing.
That's good.
Yeah, you
I was
enjoyed it.
glad to
It's all about that.
Return to this one.
Yeah.
I'll save my thoughts for after y'all. What did y'all think of 28 years later?
Should we get into spoilers?
I think it's about time.
I say we do.
Yeah.
You think so? You want to hop in? All right, cue it.
You want to?
Yeah.
For any listeners out there, go ahead and watch 28 Years Later if you haven't, and come and return. If you have, let's go ahead and dive into it. Pretty early for the pod, but let's.
I say we can go right into it.
Dive right in. Sam, go ahead and open it up for us.
Open it up. This movie, I did not think it was filmed on an iPhone, right? Honestly, I was fooled.
He was bamboozled.
Yeah.
He was bamboozled.
Fooled is such a funny word to use there.
We don't all know what that means.
I'll pull out the dictionary next time. Anyways, movie.
Yeah.
Great. I thought it was going to be like another zombie slasher film, type deal. No, it was way better than that. There's some actual substance to it.
Yeah, it says stuff.
Yeah. And I want to get into this later. You mentioned John Wick, right?
Okay. I don't know where you're going with this.
After we get all of our opinions, I want to do that John Wick test that we talked about.
Oh!
Yeah. So Elijah doesn't know about this yet. Yeah.
I did not hear.
But we'll get into that
Wow,
after.
Sam.
But I have an idea of what it means.
Elijah, what'd you think?
I very much enjoyed this film. I have to say, I felt a little bit disappointed just because the first movie was so good, and I heard that this one was like on par with it, and it was very good. But I didn't love it nearly as much as I did the first movie. I think the plot points being relatively tame and simple kind of dimmed it down in my mind. It was still shot well and it was done well.
Yeah.
But nothing blew me away.
I haven't seen the first one, so you're telling me the first one had a better plot than
I think,
just had a really.
I think
good plot
that's
compared to
a better film compared to 2 and 3 by far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially compared to my heightened expectations. After the first watch, I definitely felt slightly disappointed, which I hate to say because I think it still is a great film. Like, I think a lot of it is miraculous. The visual effects and the cinematography achieved with shooting on iPhones was incredible. I thought the sound and the score. The score was written by a band. I forgot what band it was, but just a weird choice.
And
was there
that much?
Was some of the score from the first movie in this at the end?
I don't
right?
remember.
No,
I'm not. Oh yeah, yes, I think so.
like that iconic sound.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
The score was definitely more ambient in this one, but it was one of the things that it's missing is the first two films. The score is hitting.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
really good.
The score is really good. It's devastating. This one was definitely more like ambient sounds or like weird bellowing synths. But that's not why I was particularly disappointed by this one. It's just that it wasn't the movie that it was marketed to be.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Like I remember I was watching the trailer and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a gnarly like action horror.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be like a lion and cub sort of like hunt movie, right?
Yeah.
Because it looked like they're out searching for whatever, and then we're just gonna explore the world. I was hoping for like deep world building and stuff like that, like getting into like the mythology of the virus, the virus. And then for the first 30 minutes, it is that. And we're watching that. They're walking out, and it's playing the boots, and the editing is going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Boyle is going for it, right? And then after that, they come back home, and then for the next hour, it basically becomes. I was telling Richard this. I was like, it kind of just feels like a family drama in a zombie movie,
Sure.
right? Like
Yeah,
it feels like,
pretty much.
especially in the last third, it's like, oh, this is kind of slowed down. It's
Yeah.
more about the relationships, and I wasn't ready for that at all. Did y'all feel that way?
It's funny you mentioned The Walking Dead earlier because I felt like at a point of this movie, it just felt like The Walking Dead.
Interesting.
In terms of like the familiar, like the relationships that you're talking
Yeah.
about. And in the first two movies, it feels different. Like those movies, I did not feel like this is The Walking Dead. In this movie, for this like the middle portion, I did feel that way. It feels like with the trailer, they just like tried to make the dopest trailer that they could,
Yeah.
and they completely accomplished it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, yeah, and then we have to like fit that in the movie somehow, if that makes sense. It almost feels like they like clickbaited us because they like slide in the part that they had to fit in, and then the rest of it didn't feel connected to that at all.
Because I would have marketed this more as like a drama, like not just a straight drama, but like a lot of the film feels more like a drama compared to the trailer or like what the trailer was offering.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have that take because you've seen the other movies, right?
Yeah.
For me, this was still like decently action packed, and it made it made me anxious like watching the movie, right? Like I was like, something's gonna happen.
Especially coming off the second one. Like that one's just pure like actiony horror for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like it's just on the run for 2
I mean,
hours straight.
Hawkeye is in it, right? He's
Yeah.
just like It's like pure action. It's like my Eve for the viewers. Eve watched it with us, my girlfriend, and she was like on the edge of her seat the whole time. Like, and she was like anxious.
She hasn't seen the other two.
No, she has not.
What's it called? And the first one, like, it ends in a huge like sprawl of action. Like, people are dying, right? This one, it's like the last 30-ish minutes are really, really tame, and even the action scenes that we do get, besides the first 30 minutes, really, really tame.
Very tame. Were you disappointed based on the trailer that you saw, the fact that it wasn't really painted out to what it was going to be?
I expected something different, but I can't say I was disappointed.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the product that they gave us.
A question on what you said, that it felt like slower and no action stuff. Did Alex Garland write this?
Yeah, he did.
He wrote it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking of other Alex Garland movies. Aren't they on the slower side?
Yeah, like,
so, like
Annihilation
that's
and
probably
Civil
why.
War are both.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking Civil War, like it's a war movie, right? But it's very slow. I was thinking that probably has to do with the slow pace of it, right?
That's funny that you mentioned that, because this is now the second Alex Garland film that people have felt were like deeply mismarketed. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, this is not as bad as Civil War. I mean, that movie was like, I get what A24 was trying to do, but like, they were marketing like their regions in the dystopia of America in Civil War, and it's like this movie doesn't care about that at all.
Yeah.
This movie is like, it just dives into some deep themes, and it's like talking about grief, and it's talking about loss, family, and all this stuff. And it's like the movie is like, oh, we're about to watch the trailer. Sorry, it's like the trailer is like, we're about to watch 2 hours of Aaron Taylor Johnson murder zombies.
Yeah,
he's in it for like a very little amount of time,
barely.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we agree on that part as far as the marketing, but I wouldn't dare say that like the movie is like bad by any means. Like, I don't want to get into.
It just sucks. Yeah.
Speaking of sucks, you guys got any critiques or like things you didn't like about the movie specifically?
Elijah?
Let's get into the negative side of this.
Interesting.
Podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we've talked about the negatives a lot, but I'm okay with going into it. I have a lot of positives.
I don't know if I have any issues with it, like plot-wise, performance-wise. I thought it was great. Like, I don't really have that many issues with what we saw on the screen. I just had an issue with like my expectations were different.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too. Like, I thought like, oh wow, this is a well-made film, and I really enjoyed it, and it gave me the zombie stuff. But I'm like, a lot of like the mother stuff came way out of left field for me. Like, I just wasn't ready to take it. On the second viewing, I was obviously ready for it, and I was like, getting to understand more of where Garland's coming from. But I was just like, what is going on? Especially in that final scene in the Bone Temple. But if it's cool with y'all, we could start like hover around the beginning of the film. What do we think of like that whole Aaron Taylor Johnson coming out with his son?
That was really good. It like kept me in my seat. Like I had to use the restroom in the middle of the movie. I was like, I can't leave
because of that Chipotle.
Because of that Chipotle. Actually, yeah, I drank so much lemonade.
Chipotle shout out.
Not sponsored yet.
Yeah.
One day. But yeah, so up until the banquet scene is when I was like, okay, I think things died down. But it had me engaged for like a whole hour, I'd say. How long was that first sequence?
I think that first sequence was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
45 maybe.
I just have a bad sense of time. Okay. So. What about you, Elijah?
Okay. The beginning of the film, I thought it was pretty much setting up an adventure film, right?
You're right. That's how I felt too.
They're going into the world and they're going to go explore, and things are going to happen. Of course, we only get like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of that. Go ahead.
Did you think it was going to be an adventure film from like the trailer too? Or do you think it was going to be an action film?
Trailer made it seem like it's going to be an action film.
Okay.
But levels of like exploration. And then the beginning of the movie, I thought it was going to be like, I mean, they were just talking about how they're going to go into the real world.
So you got duped.
The mainland.
You got duped twice.
I got duped twice, yeah. Blue ball 2 times.
You know who wasn't blue balled?
Who?
That Alpha.
The Alpha, 28 inches later.
I'll give him 28 horns for that.
28 horn salute.
I gotta say,
28 horn salute.
I gotta say, in all the movies that I've seen over my entire lifetime, that's gotta be one of the biggest dicks I've ever seen.
On screen,
yeah.
On the big screen.
Sorry for cussing. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this.
I like it's funny that you click it kind of lightly, and you're like, okay, that's the right one, and then you go into it. But the viewer's just hearing "sorry for cussing" 5 times into their earlobe, or sorry, into their eardrums.
Yeah. What did you think about the beginning of the movie, Seth?
It rocked.
Yeah.
I thought it was hitting on every level that I had expected in the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
I love the idea of the causeway. I think that's what they called it in the movie, where it's that huge, like,
The
quote
strip.
unquote bridge. Yeah,
Yeah,
strip.
it's cool.
And they have, like, basically they're on a clock, but that clock is the natural tide.
Pretty cool.
That's such a sick concept to me.
Yeah.
Of like a natural way that the world provides
A safe
place. Yeah.
It reminds me of that bridge in between Russia and like have y'all heard?
I thought you were gonna say
thing?
between 1604 and 9.
Yeah, that they're building.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like
just with traffic.
there's they call it like something that or during a certain time of the year, there's a land bridge in between two different countries that goes across the ocean.
I'm trying to build one of those for my house.
Bro, that would be cool. That'd be cool.
Me and my neighbor have one of those. Yeah.
But yeah, like I love when like in dystopian settings they create like creative ways people survive. Like that's why stuff like A Quiet Place is kind of up my alley, right?
Yeah.
And I thought this film was gonna go into a lot of that. The Causeway stuff, really cool. I loved Aaron. Like I could have watched 3 hours of Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son.
Yeah.
Just go out and him kind of
Same.
training him.
Teach them, you know, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like I loved like seeing the different like the weird fat zombies that wasn't seen before.
Oh yeah, the weird fat baby ones.
There was some big boys
and then there was
right
the
there.
skinny, like decrepit ones.
Yeah, the introduction of the alpha. Like in the beginning, when I was hearing this stuff, I was like, "Oh, they're doing it. They're doing the world building thing, or adding names to it. Like society is growing in a way that is trying to, like, it's the way that they're living is becoming more and more specific with the zombies. It's not just we're getting mauled by zombies now, right?
Yeah.
like it's becoming more organized. 2 notes. One, the kill cam. I don't know if y'all noticed this. Whenever a zombie was killed, they had this rig of iPhones, like a dozen iPhones at least, around like their heads. And in the film, during a kill shot, the camera would just like the camera would whip by. Like it created this effect, like it looked like the camera was whipping across their heads.
But it was just multiple shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
That being put together, I thought looked phenomenal. Like it kind of felt like a video game. Like like when you
Like you get the replay of the like
the
kill
replay,
shot. Yeah,
like it felt like that. Like
Yeah.
what's his name? The kid.
Spike.
Spike. Yeah, Spike would shoot the arrow, it hit, and then it would like replay it like you're an ESPN or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
ESPN
sick.
updates. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really sick. And then, of course, the boots and the sound and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also like the infrared shots and the shots of the old film of like the
Oh yes.
the arrows being
so
shot
good.
being
Yeah.
in parallel
I love that. Yeah.
with the actual movie itself. All that stuff, all those choices, it gave 28 years later a really unique sort of palette.
It did, and that part again, like we're saying, like that part fits the trailer.
Yeah.
Because of all the flashbacks and all that. I thought if I had one thing to say is that there was a lot of choices going on with all of the replays, the flashbacks,
The
like
jump cut editing.
Yeah, so much going on, and I could see how somebody like I don't think so, but I could see how someone says like there's too much going on. There's too much like keeping up with. You have the red zombie,
the infrared
yeah,
stuff.
the infrared stuff. Like there's a lot going on, and so I thought that was cool. Yeah,
I think for a mainstream blockbuster, this chooses to go with so many more choices and so many wilder decisions in the filmmaking than other blockbusters do. So for that alone, like I absolutely commend this. Like I think this is one of Danny Boyle's greatest efforts as a director.
absolutely. One thing that like piggybacking off of that, after I saw the movie that came out last year called The Substance, I now have this thing in my mind where if I'm sitting in a theater and I see a movie and I dislike something, I think to myself like, at least it made me like have an opinion because of so much crap that comes out that's like AI generated or just so
like
generic.
even if it's offending you, at least
Exactly.
it's moving you,
Yes.
which is much better than just being neutral, right?
like at least somebody made
Like
a
providing
choice
something instead
that's
of
like
nothing.
thought provoking and interesting and different. Like I'm gonna stop like knocking people for making choices.
Yes.
that just like
yes, join the dark side, Elijah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna stay on the other side. Speaking of knocking people, you were mentioning the world building and all that, right?
Yeah.
Like how the virus, advanced, how they like teach
Yeah.
it, educate them about
Yes,
it.
I love that.
I loved all that, but it made me upset how the kid almost ignored all that, everything he was raised around.
Like, what do you mean? Huh?
I feel like he should have just been way more cautious about that whole thing. Like he brought his sick mother out into the wild when he literally almost died with his like warrior dad, literally a day ago. He was like, oh yeah, I almost died with my, crazy dad who killed these things on a daily. But let me bring my sick mother and me who almost got my dad killed.
Well, straight up, the kid is not very smart.
No, yeah.
It's like straight up.
Like, he's a kid, so I can't. Thank you.
Got him.
He's a kid, so I can't like shit on him too much. Well, I can, but
Is that your biggest gripe of the film?
That's my second biggest gripe. The first one is that they're British, but
they're not British.
well, it all falls into the
You
same
really love that
umbrella.
horn.
The horn is guys. They're British.
Ayo! British in the house. British in the
fire.
house.
That's fire.
Sorry for all our British and whatever you are.
Our
viewers,
many British friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry if you're British. My bad.
Sorry for British, not for what we said, but for what you are.
Yeah. There you go. So didn't the first one, all three movies have happened in different countries, right? Or have they all been in the UK?
That's a
Am I
good
tripping?
question. They're all in that area.
Somewhere in the area.
All in
but they're all, if I remember right, they're all in different islands in the,
okay.
the UK. Because like Scottish, I think there was like,
It's a big area.
because this is Irish, right? Or is it Scottish?
Scottish. I
Is
think
this Scottish? Oh, okay. Then
sure.
I think
Other-
they might have all three happened in the same place, actually.
I think they were definitely all in Europe though, like for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Unless
Netherlands.
they're all in Vegas, is what's going on.
Oh.
No, but yeah, I think slowly building into that. I like when we get back right, and the dad is lying about everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all. The wind, the grass. He shot it right in the neck. Yeah, I love all that stuff. I like the giant killer, right, and all that stuff. And then if we want to keep moving forward into the movie, there's a big moment with Spike and the dad where the kid feels betrayed, and this is kind of skipping ahead into a couple scenes.
Yeah.
Do it. Go for it.
This is a feature of this film that I thought was kind of interesting, and I felt like a lot of the emotional beats felt a little fast. Did y'all feel that way at all?
For sure.
Yeah. Except the last one with the mother, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. What do you think, Elijah?
Yeah. I thought there was a lot happening in that the middle part essentially.
Yeah, like
of
he's
the
like
film.
supportive dad, and
Yeah.
then like a second later, it's like, boom, like pushes
exactly.
the wall. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. And we're not really like
bipolar.
it's not like I'm sure the feelings that Spike has for his dad, like the negative feelings, like it feels like they're just all of a sudden there. Whereas in the beginning of the film, he's like
idolizing him
Yeah,
and like being
exactly.
like, Dad.
Yeah.
The way that I'm trying to frame, like, because I'm trying to, especially after this watch, I'm like, okay, how do I like come to terms with these decisions? And I, like, for this one, I'm like, okay, like a kid is like, he's clearly mad because the dad's obviously like, he's kind of just letting the mom kind of rot.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a bad boy too.
Yeah. And he's kind of like, I got the impression at least that he was kind of letting the mom just kind of
sit there.
kind of waiting. Right. And the kid loves his mom. And it's kind of that classic, like it's a runaway movie. Like he's just like, I'm going to run away. And he's a kid. So I get it, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of the emotional beats in this film kind of come by quickly.
And you know how I mentioned like he brought his sick mother into the
mainland?
to the mainland, and he almost died and got himself killed, right?
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, I kind of like did have a second thought. I was like, he earned that because his dad brought him like 3 years earlier than every other kid.
Yeah,
they were
that's
like,
true.
yeah. So he kind of like was goated, for his age. So I understand, now why his dad, brought him, why his.
Hey, Richard.
Richard.
So yeah, I understand why his dad brought him, and he survived like even at a young age, like him coming back by himself.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like first time jitters. He
First time.
yeah.
You see, this is like a theme park. Like he rode the ride once. I think he could do it again.
It's just I was like, oh, he's bringing this kid who's like dragging him down, but then by the end of the movie, I was like, I think he really has what it takes. I don't know. It was just one thought that I had in the middle of it.
How'd you feel as we move towards the middle part of the film?
I agree with everything that you said. I also thought, like, huge spoilers. The whole mom dying thing didn't like. I didn't like that.
You didn't like that?
No,
I like that.
I thought like with the whole skull thing, just like imagine your mom. You send your mom like tells you it's okay, and then she like goes in the forest, right? And like it's they're gonna kill her, right? And then a second later, this guy brings out a skull of your mom. Like that goes off with what you're saying, that the emotional beats happen like really like fast.
I'm not gonna lie, though, for the first time I saw it,
Yeah.
I was like, let's slow down a minute.
Slow
here.
down, buddy.
I was like, you're gonna bring my mom's skull right in front of me. I was
Also, like
no.
there was no need to do that right there, right then.
In his defense,
I mean, props
he was
for,
drugged.
Props for the character.
Yeah, he was drugged, yeah.
Props for the character, though. Like, his turnaround time is fast. Like,
Real
you order
fast.
a skull, you're getting it quickly.
he did the work. He got that thing. Okay, the biggest, like the moment that I loved the most of the film is when Ray Fiennes showed up on screen.
Yeah.
Like, he made the movie for me.
I was going to say the
love
doctor.
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. I mean, like, I didn't know that this was a sequel to Conclave. Yeah, like,
he's
he
a priest
fails to
and
become the Pope after the end of the vote.
Yeah.
And then he says, forget it. I'm going to the mainland.
He just says that, bro. That man is an amazing man.
Yeah.
I think he takes my Stole the Movie award. Yeah.
He's your Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, he's my Willem Dafoe.
He's mine as well.
He should be.
I think we all
should be.
unanimously agree on that.
Yeah.
Another Willem Dafoe for me is the fat zombies. I was telling Elijah this during the movie. It was the scene where they're in the castle structure.
Yeah.
It's the first night they're sleeping, or one of the nights they're sleeping, and the zombies start crawling towards Spike. And you're like, oh god. And then I was thinking, okay, he's crawling a lot, and I was imagining, like, if you're playing the fat zombie, imagine Danny Boyle goes cut, and then you're crawling, and you stop, and then you have to get up, and you're just kind of like, that's kind of awkward.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you're walking in that huge suit. Like,
Yeah.
like, cut. Like, Jimmy, you want some water?
Yeah.
Like, sure, man.
Yeah.
Dang. What did we think after what's it called? The mother's. It's revealed that the mother just kind of like went crazy on that zombie.
Oh yeah. I was like, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Like
Right?
really out of place.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna launch into a bunch of like, as they went on, there would be sequences of her, like, I thought maybe she's faking like the disease.
Oh, and she was-
because
okay.
I thought there was gonna be moments
theory.
revealed where she like just destroys like zombies, and
'Cause she
like,
knows what she's doing.
totally
Yeah.
mentally aware. She's just like,
Oh, like
acting or
like you're thinking
something?
that's gonna do like a crazy martial arts sequence where she just mows down like 20
low
zombies.
key, yeah.
You're like, Cancer
Yeah.
Mom is strong.
She's strong. I just didn't know what it was so out. It felt so out of place to me.
Yeah, that was a little out of place. If
Yeah.
anything, like I felt like the zombie should have died from like something natural,
Sure.
and that would have been better than the mom saving him.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I can clearly see how it's to support the fact that she's like mentally insane.
Yeah.
Like that's what it
It
was.
works
for.
on 3 levels. It works on that level. I think it works also on the level of like just sort of building on their relationship with the mother and son. And then also third and the strongest in defense of this kind of decision is that this sort of waking up thing to like the vision thing is a big theme in these films. Like in the first one, when I think it's Cillian Murphy's character is asleep and then he wakes up, we have this vision and then he wakes up again.
Yeah, several times.
Yeah, like that's been sort of a motif of this franchise, and this fit perfectly. I mean, this film, there's a lot of like motifs kind of recalling the first 2 films, but I thought that one fit. It is just like whoa.
Yeah.
While watching
Like what
it.
the heck? Yeah. And I mean, just another point on how dumb the kid is like he fell asleep there in like a big open
area. Yeah. And he's like, I'll keep
thinking?
watch. Yeah.
I've seen a fair share of zombie movies, and like that's
number one rule.
Think, bud. Am I right?
I think your horn usage is vast. I feel like it's not that you love the horn that much. It's maybe just that that's the only one you know.
Yeah, that
My memories.
yeah, because it's
the
the
only one you
first
feel
one.
confident in.
It's the first one.
Do the crickets now.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what this one does. Okay.
Where's
All right, now I
crickets?
remember.
3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good on that one. I'm good on that one. This one is sorry for cussing. Oh,
No, it's not.
Never mind. This
The
one is sorry.
inside.
Sorry.
Someone is taking their headphones off because they're just getting overly stimulated.
Okay. Oh no,
Nope.
it's not.
Sorry for cussing.
Okay.
There we
There
go.
we go.
There it
There we
is.
go.
It took a minute.
God.
I like
So
how
embarrassed.
we move into the scene where ICE is gunning down the immigrants.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
Crazy reference.
I leaned into Elijah's ear. I was like, "This is how Fox thinks ICE is moving."
Yeah.
this is how ICE
Fox
thinks
News.
like the border. What's going on
Yeah,
at the border?
border
Like this
patrol.
is the footage that they show.
Yeah.
They play a clip of that and they're like,
And to me that scene had like that was reminiscent of the first 2 movies
Yeah,
with the
for
whole
sure.
like soldiers
And
and like
military
that
is
stuff.
a huge theme in this franchise.
Yeah, and if we got like more of that, then the boots stuff would make it more impactful to me. Or like more makes sense.
speaking of the military personnel, I feel like if we got more screen time of that military officer, soldier,
Eric.
right?
Eric,
Yeah,
there you go.
He might have been like one of my favorite characters because he was enjoyable for the time he was on screen. Yeah.
I mean, the theme of isolationism at least relates to the military ideas throughout. Like that idea is kind of challenged with. We'll get into it, but Ray Fiennes' character seems to be the only person trying to coexist with the zombies. Like, everyone's kind of like quarantining, and he's like, "Oh, we can all be friends," and it kind of hits on that too. When I think this is one of the funnier scenes is when the zombie mom is giving birth, and you're like. You can first say that, whoa! And then Jodie Comer sticks her hands out and is like, what are we doing yoga here? Like, what are we we're doing?
Breathing
zombie
exercises.
yoga?
That scene was beautiful though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The first
That scene was weird.
Also, I don't know how the virus works and all that, but like from the little that I got, like when the blood got on the mom, he was like, don't blink, swipe it off. I assume it's like the fluids get on you, right?
Well, if it gets in your eyes or in your mouth.
Okay.
Like a hole into your body.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it's like COVID.
So I'm like, that baby should have been infected from like 2 seconds should have been out.
Yeah, but I mean, in the last movie, there was also these like weird supernatural occurrences. For example, there was a mom in like a basement or like an attic or
like she was
second
infected,
story.
but
she was not
infected.
Like she had like
she was
the red eyes and all that.
She was a carrier of the virus.
But she didn't go crazy and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the movies are full of these like anomalies. So that didn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah, that
it is
definitely
weird,
falls
though.
in line with the writing of the franchise so far.
So there's some things that just
And they're seeking to understand the virus more and more. So I don't know.
Like I think one thing is like that alpha male, man, like that schlong is huge.
Bro,
like, that's probably a symptom of the virus.
that's it.
That was crazy. Sorry for cussing.
Close enough.
Oh shoot! I accidentally played the intro music. We're doing a second pod today.
Yeah. All right. Welcome back to 28
I'm
inches
so
later.
close to just ripping that thing away from you right now.
Dude, this thing is gas. I'm gonna memorize it and have it done. Like I'm gonna have it good.
But I think what would be funny is every podcast I switch up the order.
So like each podcast I have to
learn it.
rediscover the order.
You gotta start taking some notes.
Taken.
And speaking of notes,
Oh, what a segue!
a little segment we accidentally started. Right, last pod.
Yeah.
Sam's notepad. Right.
Welcome to Sam's Notepad, guys.
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
Second installment. Here we go.
We'll see how this one goes. So I actually forgot my pen and paper during the week, so I had to put it on my phone. So a lot of the stuff that like I wrote down was mainly questions, right? First one thing that I want to point out, the doctor. What was the actor's name?
Ray Fiennes?
Kelson.
The actor's
The
name?
actor's name.
Oh, the actor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes. Okay, he looks a lot like. You know what? I'll get back to this later. He looks like a certain TikToker, and I'll bring him up later. And anyways,
What a waste of the Sam's Notepad
right?
category.
I know, right?
I had his name, but now I can't
America
find
used
it.
to be a great city, or America used to be a great country.
Oh yeah, this is 28 years later.
Yeah.
That doctor, I don't know, how old do you think he is? Because a lot of this stuff, I know this is a bad Sam's Notepad. A lot of these are questions because I haven't had context.
So 28 years later is in reference to when the virus emerged. So that means that he was born before the virus because he's older than 28 years. Unless he just looks really messed up.
He
for
looks
his age.
really young. I don't know. I'm just thinking like, bro, I had an education, and like 28 years later,
He wasn't born on the day that
I'm like, was he a doctor at like 15?
he was
like,
probably
was he
a doctor before the virus even happened.
He was a young boy.
He had to been like in med school by the time he was 12. I don't know, man. That was my first thought. I don't know about
imagine
you.
he's like in his 50s at least, right?
He looked pretty good to me.
He looked like he's in his 50s.
Yeah. So minus 28.
Oh,
Yeah.
then another thing, montage. This would be the last thing because I'll look for the third/first one later. The montage in the beginning, it played clips from like old war times, right? It played a lot of like pictures of the zombies running around, and then I saw a lot of like mask. Did you guys see those?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And is any of that from the first movie?
No.
None of that.
I think that's just part of like the dystopian world building of like having symbols that make you fear things or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of that montage, I know it was like, probably one of the best parts in the movie,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about it? Like, would you have that as your most rewatchable scene? Because that's mine.
Like our Goldfish Boy's favorite scene.
I guess if we want to, segue into that.
Yeah. What about you, Elijah? It's not personally for me.
Which scene did you say?
The intro boots scene.
The
intro
montage,
boot scene?
the boots segment.
Yeah, I mean that's a long time, right? Isn't like how long would you say that?
Not really.
He's just referring to the
Just
little
the
montage,
montage?
where they
Gotcha.
enter the causeway and into the mainland.
That was gas.
That's my most rewatchable scene.
For me, it's gonna be the very last scene. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, that was really good. I don't know what I would say is my favorite scene.
I can get into mine.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Want to think on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite scene is where the mom is just yelling at Aaron Taylor Johnson, child murder. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
My favorite scene probably is the causeway scene
yeah.
where the alpha is chasing them.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because that scene just visually looks astounding. Like I like the way that the stars look and all that. It's either that one or the scene where the alpha first arrives. Like they're out kind of.
Yeah.
Like there's this that whole sequence is just awesome. Like with the fat zombies and then the one where he has to kill the guy that's hung.
Yeah.
And then I like the one where they're out in the field. And then I love this shot. It's like the tree and it feels kind of like it's like 2D. It's flat and you just see the silhouette of the alpha. And that he goes alpha. And it's like the first interaction with the alpha.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Argh!" and the others just start chasing.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene all the way up until they hide in the house. It's probably my favorite scene.
That was gas. I thought of mine. I'm actually going to say like y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I actually really liked the birth scene.
The birth
not,
scene.
Not for like the
Sure.
like the birth, but like
Talk about it.
Yeah, the whole like, it was not expected. I think it says a lot about like the
Like biracial babies should be allowed.
yes, definitely.
I'm just kidding.
No, they definitely should. I think it showed like the mom's want to like do good. I think it was unexpected and weird, but it showed like the beauty of like human nature, like mankind, helping mankind.
Yeah.
And then I'll also like wonder if she understood what was going on and if if she knew that it was gonna be like a baby that was not infected.
Yeah.
That there was no way for her to know. But the military guy like saying like, put that baby down, and then the kid like laying his life down for it. I think that was a really beautiful moment.
I thought what was crazy, not to undercut that note, but like the mom gives birth and you're like, whoa. And then the next thing that happens is that the guy just completely guns down the mother, like just sprays her down, and the mom's like, ah! Yeah, crazy.
It was crazy.
Do you think the mom was gonna like eat him?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
yeah. The mom was about to like go after him. Is my impression of it.
I think so.
Yeah, like she was hungry. Like she just gave birth. Like
Yeah.
she was trying to
Are
eat.
you hungry? I was about to say, are you hungry?
Like, I was like, I'm hungry. What?
It seemed to me like the zombie was like during the time of the in labor, she like went back to normal or
Exactly.
like experienced some other sort of like she didn't have the virus in her when she was giving birth. Like, it was a different person.
Yeah, like it went away.
Yeah.
Like she was cured. That's why I think the alpha was like impregnating all the like to cure them.
You think so?
Yeah, like the alpha cum was curing.
It's a hot take.
The cure was long schlong. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and then I love the sequence where the alpha is chasing after Spike and the mom in the train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could just you're like waiting for Eric to die as he's like walking backward to the top of the train. That's just like classic horror movie stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of horror movie, my favorite part of the alpha was like his repeated grabbing of the head.
Yeah.
And then the ripping of
the
the
motif of
That was dope.
I don't know, like,
sick.
have they done that in any of the other movies, or is that new to this one?
That's new.
Okay, yeah.
It's almost like each movie has like it's really its own different movies in the fact that there's not a lot of running motifs. Like every movie has different ideas expressed in it from what I see.
I think they have like similar themes, but they go about them like much differently. Yeah.
Oh, that church
Especially
kid,
the third one.
That church kid in the beginning. You remember how like the priest and dad gave him the necklace?
Yeah, sure. Let's get into that. Yeah, sure.
I was like, where is he throughout the whole movie? And I thought it was like either the dad.
You're wondering which one was the kid.
Yeah. Completely like surprised when that ending scene showed up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like he had the cross upside down,
Yeah.
and it zoomed in on it. Do you guys think that had any meaning? I think like
Well, that's just the cross at the beginning of the film. It's like, oh,
yeah.
you mean it being upside down?
and they like specifically zoomed in on it. Like I feel like it kind of they didn't need to do that, but I felt like they did it for a reason.
What are your thoughts on it, Elijah?
Or do you think they just did that to like emphasize, hey, this is that kid?
So my reading of the ending scene is the bubble guppies.
Teletubbies?
Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
With the color and all that.
Because that's how the movie opened.
I didn't even think about that.
Other than that, like I don't necessarily know about like the upside down cross thing, other than the fact that it's Jimmy. I wasn't as interested in that fact. I was just I understood like the reference, the connection.
So I didn't really think much of it when I saw it for the first time, but then I saw it again, obviously today, and I noticed I didn't notice the first time that there's like the word Jimmy just sprawled all over the mainland. Like they're walking across a church. It says like
on the wall,
behold, and then it's like written out Jimmy on the wall, Jimmy, and then something.
And then also early in the movie, that infected that's upside down has Jimmy
like written on him.
And they're like, the mainland people are weird. So
yeah, and Jimmy is all over this, right? And then what do we know about Jimmy? He's the son of a priest, right? And then we know at the end that he's a leader of this gang, or the presumed leader of this gang. And I'm like, oh, Jimmy is messed up, dude. Like Jimmy's messed up. And I think with all the Christian ideas in this movie, like there's a lot of Christian references. Like Samson being the name of the zombie, and
the alpha.
Like beyond the themes also, the film just kind of leans into a lot of that with the priests, and I mean there's a lot of death, right? And then Jimmy sort of seems like he's just acting as the antithesis to a lot of those themes. So I think that's gonna, at least segueing into like what it's setting up, it feels like Spike's being put into bad hands. I don't know. That's kind of.
You think he's end up being like the leader in like position after Jimmy?
Well, obviously Jimmy's a bad dude. I think like hot take, but I think Jimmy's a bad guy.
Jimmy might be a bad guy.
Seemed pretty chill to me. Yeah.
Also, I think it's like the fact that they don't have like they look clearly different than all the people in the world, right? Because they're in colorful stuff with no blood and no dirt.
Oh yeah, like
about like the people
compared to like everybody else in that world, they were like very like what do you say, blank colors? Not
clean and
clean,
like,
basic,
bright,
right? Yeah, and there was nothing bright.
Yeah, and that was definitely an interesting choice to end the movie.
Do you want to talk about the ending?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I think we already are. Right?
We pretty much are.
Oh, but
you got.
I really mean like
you got other ideas.
In respect to it being like a huge tone shift at the end. I've talked about it with a couple of people. Just like, okay, so there's a sad scene where the mom dies, and then like a minute later we just shift into this really odd, slightly comedic like rock action scene.
That's true.
And then cut to black. How did y'all feel just about that choice in general?
It didn't take me out that much, right? There was already some established like action stuff, so I was like, okay, this still kind of correlates. So I still enjoyed it. I've done. Like,
so you didn't feel bothered by it?
Not at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you, Elijah?
I wasn't bothered by it, but I thought like, what the heck is this?
I remember the first words that came into your mouth were like, "This is one of the weirdest endings to a movie I've ever seen."
Yeah, I mean it's very strange because like the tone shift is like drastic.
I really thought it was gonna end with him like departing with the doctor, and that's it, right? Because how there was the notes and all that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that whole action sequence came after like he delivered the baby, started like living out in the wild, left a note, right? So I thought that's where it was gonna cut off, right? And I thought like it was also gonna end with the doctor like dying, because when he got grabbed by the alpha, right? I was so tense.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna die.
I was so mad, like
you were there sitting next to me, like Rafe, no.
No, Ray. I honestly
crawling at the screen.
I honestly don't know what it means, and I haven't like looked into it.
The upside down cross. I just think it means bad.
Anything to do with the ending.
Okay.
Like, do you think?
Because they're making another movie after this, right?
I'm sure they are.
They definitely
the
first
are.
Of a trilogy. The second one's already shot.
Trilogy?
It's coming out in January.
Really?
Yeah.
It's already done?
I just know that it's shot. Like shot it back to back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
I mean, it's coming out in January. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't think they're starting it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, just the fact that was an interesting choice. That's pretty much all I have to say.
I don't like it tonally, but it makes sense why they left it in. One, they have to tie back the Jimmy thing. Like it opens on Jimmy. Like they're reintroducing the opening of the virus, and they're setting up that theme. That it seems like the whole trilogy is gonna be based around this theme of like, with his father, the priest, talking about how this is their salvation, and this movie's about like letting go and death and all that stuff. Secondly, what helps me forgive this a little bit is that in both the first two films, this is a motif that they've established already, is that at the end of each film, they have, regardless of what it's titled, they have an epilogue that starts at a title card that says 28 days later. So in 28 days later, you get a title card at the very end of the film that says 28 days later. 28 weeks later, you get the same thing, an epilogue. This film as well, you get 28 days later, and then it gives you an epilogue. So that at least is falling in line with the rest of the franchise. It's just that this tone is just crazy. Like that needle drop is, or I don't even know if it's a needle drop. I think it might be part of the score. Crazy choice.
Insane.
They have to introduce Jimmy because obviously he's going to be, or reintroduce Jimmy because he's going to be I think would be a huge character for the rest of the trilogy. I just feel like I wouldn't have chosen that music or I wouldn't have scored it that way.
Yeah.
You said this is the first movie in a trilogy that they're making?
It's a new trilogy. So yes, it's the third in the franchise, but it's more of like a reboot. It's restarting a new trilogy. It's not part of the first two.
Any predictions for those movies? Because I feel like we're definitely going to see that infected baby, right? Infected, right? But
that's definitely going to be
that's going to come back.
That would be really dumb if they just like never talked about it ever again.
I'm sure they will.
I think the Doctor might come back.
He better. Ray Fiennes is incredible.
I don't think he's a lock to come back.
Well,
see, I don't think he's a lock
unless he's like in the next movie.
Oh well, unless we already have the cast list.
Well,
stuff.
the second movie is called 28 Years Later: The Bone Temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most likely.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Like, what if there's just a whole nother bone temple, which is not.
not connected to it.
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead. And then I think the dad is gonna have like a small part in the next movie.
Yeah, I take back what I said about my favorite scene being the very pregnancy scene.
Oh, okay.
My favorite scene was the opening scene not with the Teletubbies, but when the priestess is in the chapel. I thought that was like gas.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was kind of funny where he's like,
where he's
like I hate whenever people like we're watching a serious movie and like Elijah does this all the time. He starts laughing.
Yeah,
like
like
I'm
all
like,
the
bro, I'm
time.
trying to lock in, and then this guy's like laughing next to me.
Yeah,
that was you.
That was exactly what I was doing. It's like a serious scene, and the priest is allowing him, like surrendering himself to the virus. He's going, yes,
my children.
yes. And I'm like, what?
it was weird, but I liked it. I thought it was great. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where the franchise goes. Also, this franchise is like in my mind easily. I haven't seen like that many franchise like all the way through and all that.
Yeah,
but this is easily the franchise that I feel like no connection to each other. They're made so far apart. Yeah. And none of the same characters, none of the same actors.
Like these first three feel like an anthology to you, which they kind of is.
What's an anthology?
An anthology is when the installments in the series are unrelated plot-wise. Like
Pretty
different
much,
characters.
Like, totally.
Kind of like Knives Out and Glass Onion.
Sure.
I would kind of consider that an anthology because the characters are completely different.
Like other than the world, the same thing happened in all the worlds, or I mean, it's one world, but the same sequence of events to start it. But like other than that, these feel like totally different technically,
like
performance wise, thought plot wise, everything. They feel unconnected to me.
Do we know the name for the next movie?
Yeah, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, maybe they'll finally give us 28 months. Yeah.
That was actually the original title of the film, if we can get into.
Close enough.
The Inside Scoop. All right. If you're new here, this is one of our favorite segments. It's the Inside Scoop. It's where we discuss stuff that I looked up and saw on IMDb.
There you go.
Originally, the film was set to be titled 28 Months Later, as Sam mentioned that they missed out on. But they had passed on that since it had been so long since the last film, which was released in 2007. So that kind of makes sense. Like, I think, I agree. Like, it would have been weird if it was called 28 Months Later.
But it's been a whole, like...
It's been almost 2 decades since. So it makes sense to make it years. The trailer features a distinctive recording of the film. We were talking about this. A distinctive recording of the poem Boots by Rudyard Kipling, read by the actor Taylor Holmes in 1915. So that's what that was from. And then lastly, the film was primarily shot using an iPhone 15 Pro Max.
That's crazy.
I mean, obviously they had like thousands of dollars of equipment surrounding that iPhone, but it was
and also
shot
like
on
multiple
iPhone.
iPhones.
Yeah, and multiple iPhones, and I want to talk about the significance of that choice. But so that makes this film the biggest feature-length movie to be shot on a smartphone.
Really, man, technology is amazing.
Yeah, I think because sometimes the whole like shot on iPhone thing is partially like a huge marketing
gimmick
stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a gimmick. Like, oh, this is gonna get traction. We're using an iPhone for this. But I think again, for this series, it makes sense that it's shot on a smartphone because it's kind of falling in line with how the first film was shot on a potato to make you feel like you're watching it on someone's like family camcorder and you're watching like the last remnants of society, right? This film, like they literally have a dude who has like an iPhone and that's like the remnant of like the society that, or the, like the life that he once had. And this whole film being shot on iPhones feels like it follows in that lineage very well.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just like with the whole, like the virus is evolving. We have the mutant. We have this and that. We're evolving too. That in line with like 28 days later being shot in that camera to this one with the smartphone just makes sense.
Great point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked beautiful.
It looked gorgeous.
Great.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell it was shot on an iPhone because iPhones are that good.
What with me?
Did we have a Roger Deakins shot of the film? I'll tell you, there were a lot of shots of that schlong.
They were.
It probably is just the alpha standing on the hill.
Ooh, it's a good shot.
with the
tree.
silhouette shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's-
that was a banger.
That is a
It's
banger
between
shot,
that
yeah.
or like there was this really short one that we didn't get to see much of that I also liked. It was them running away from the alpha or like running away before they even saw him, but on the walkway, right? And then you can see like the stars in the back. You know, that was also really
That
nice.
was gas.
Yeah, that whole causeway sequence is shot beautifully.
I remember there was some scenes of them walking through. It looked like destructed stones or destructed like.
Oh, like the stone stacked ones? Yeah.
Yeah, when me and Seth went to Ireland, we saw a lot of that stuff. Like not obviously the exact stuff they shot, but with the whole like bricks that are falling apart and the stone walls. I got a lot of that brought me back to Ireland because of how that looked.
Also, all the accents.
Yeah,
Not the same, but still.
tons of accents.
No subtitles.
None.
Yeah. Let's shift back into, I think, like obviously the biggest part of the film. Just to wrap up this discussion, the whole mom dying thing.
Yeah,
Let's get into it. To me, I felt the same where I was like, this is going really fast, and it's like 1 second we've arrived, and then the next second, like here's your mom's skull.
yeah.
Yeah. Did it ruin the movie for y'all? How did y'all feel? Do y'all think it should have been done differently?
Nah, they were both crazy, so it made sense to me. The doctor and the mom. So
Sam's getting his mom's skull and he's like, yeah. Cool.
It didn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
But I definitely felt like you're saying, it was just at the end of the day, it was rushed. That whole part
happened
of the
real
movie.
quick.
Yeah. The charisma of Ray Fiennes is like carrying that scene on his back. Because if
Yeah.
it's not Ray Fiennes giving me my mom's skull,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, where's my mom, man?
Yeah.
What the heck, dude?
Also, the reaction by the kid, like, yeah.
He was
the
like
kid didn't,
so calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was drugged, right?
Yeah, that's
But
another
still,
thing.
He was dry. He was high.
Yeah.
This is
I
the
don't
key.
know, man. I just didn't like that part of the movie. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Any last thoughts as we wrap up? Give it a rating, maybe?
I know we're tabooing, here.
Yeah, we've discussed, I think, I'm starting to open up to the idea of like, let's just give it a flat rating.
A number, yeah.
Because you know why? Because I'm trying to give some anger out there for y'all.
Yeah.
Trying to rage
Yeah,
bait
make
here.
them mad.
Stir up
Trying to
some
clip farm
comments.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give this film a 2 out of 10. Just kidding.
AJ told me he gave this a 4. Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna get. I won't say like a number rating, but I think
No,
that.
do it.
Well, I haven't thought about it yet, to be honest. That hard, but for me, this is better than the second movie in the
Yeah,
franchise,
but not-
with a significant gap in between the first movie and this movie. So that this comes second in the franchise, but there's a large gap in between the first movie and this movie.
Sam, what do you think?
Let's crank out some numbers, and we know they love them.
Oh.
So before the movie, I told you 7.
This is gonna be unlistenable. Go ahead.
Before the movie, I said 7. Went up to an 8.
Okay.
So yeah, I expected an action movie. Still got part of that,
Yeah.
but I got something like I didn't expect, which was still good. Yeah.
On this rewatch, I've grown to respect and enjoy the film a lot more. Enjoy its technical qualities a lot more. Come to terms with a lot of the emotional decisions in the beats of the plotting. For Alex Garland, it just felt it felt a little. I hate using the word rush because it's like. But yeah, I definitely enjoy this more. I'm still gonna leave it at a high 7 out of 10. I had it like below films like Black Bag for this year. I think I'm gonna bump it up. Because I think just from a technical perspective, Danny Boyle is just straight cooking. I love all the choices in this. There's a lot of stuff that I'm wrestling with, like the ending and the tone choices, and just feeling like a little bit of the plotting and the emotionality was a little bit thin. But on the upside, it is one of the greatest exercise in horror filmmaking in the past few years. So, strong film.
Great film. Yeah, I suggest for you guys to watch it. I think it will end up on. It's like near the top of this year in terms of like films, like meaning like
for it's new releases this year. Yeah,
for sure.
Sounds good. We thank y'all for listening. Check in for the next one on Mondays. That was Goldfish.
Boys. Oh, we're doing it.
See y'all later.
Good podcast.
That's great.